Welcome back, everyone. This is Thomas Triple T Tie with another new bullish crypto analysis. Remember, this is for edutainment only and not to be considered as financial advice. Additionally, remember to smash the like, ring my bell, hit subscribe if you haven't, and also share your thoughts and share the goodness with your friends and family who are interested in crypto. Let's dig in and take a look at Bitcoin on the for the daily analysis, and we'll start off with a bit of news. And I shared this already in the this morning's market news update. But Bitfinex co-founder Arthur Hayes says Bitcoin could drop to 30K amid stock market rout. Basically, he's making a connection between S&P 500 and that it could tank and pull Bitcoin with it. And I already mentioned that I somewhat agree with him, but he's predicting around summertime, around June, I believe, or May. So that could happen. In the meantime, let's dig in and take a look at what Bitcoin's going to do in the next 24 to 48 hours. All right, we need the the mouse highlighter. But before I start, I was thinking about this as it took me about 2 hours. It takes me on average about 2 hours to prepare each analysis, type it all up, get the charts ready and everything. So I appreciate all those of you who share positive feedback and to help make the content better for all of you. And also some of you who just are just so cool and leave encouraging remarks and or just gratitude in the comment sections. I really appreciate that. It's the fuel that makes me keep going. Because if you think about it, on average, I do about three videos per day. That's 6 hours in a day. That's a lot of time. And this is mainly to help a lot of people who may be new or are just want to get information that they can use, that where they don't have to think too hard, and it's newbie friendly. So let's dig in and take a look at the chart here. Bitcoin, this is the crypto market heat map. Bitcoin 40.4K currently, down 6.2. Dominance is 41.26. Ethereum roughly around 3K. Dominance 19.52. Almost everything is in the red except for a couple stable coins. ADA's trending down. So again, remember, I send out various edutainment entry levels for top coins. Those entry levels are for layering in so that you don't miss out on opportunities, and also save dry powder for the bottom. So critical that we take advantage of those opportunities. And I will be doing also adding in exit, like so you can trade on a weekly or intraday, so you know where to take profit, so you have more dry powder on the side. That will help us as we navigate through this 2022 year, where I think a lot of it's just going to be choppy sideways. And you can do one of several things. You can just sit on your hands and wait for the price to go up, or you can trade in the ranges and accumulate more dry powder or accumulate more quality coins, so that when the market does go bullish again, you can realize the wealth that you've built on the bottom. Wealth is built on the bottom, and what is it called? Wealth is built on the bottom, and richness is built at the top. Whatever, something like that. Anyways, let's go on to the next chart here. We have the market cap for crypto, 1.87 trillion, down 6.67%. And the reason I started doing this is because I think it's important for you to know where money's flowing in. Is money flowing into the crypto market, or is it flowing out of the crypto market? That's important to know. It's flowing out, if you can't tell. And here's the current daily chart from TradingView. What are we seeing here? We got, let's magnify this up slightly so you can see. So BTC Bitfinex whale buy walls is still absorbing some of the sell pressure. Let me find that so I can show you right here. So it's still around right here, and it started back here, and this was what, April the 8th. So it started back here. Here's the buy wall down here, and it the whale took a little break here, canceled the buy wall, and then put it back here. But notice something. So this wall is just not here to prop up the price. It's absorbing sell pressure. Not all of it, but absorbing some. Every time it absorbs it, price goes back up. And it goes sideways, price drops down. It absorbs it, price goes back up, and so on and so forth. But notice something else, that the wall, see how thick it is right here? And it's getting thinner here and thinner here, and just getting thinner and thinner. So you can see here, look at how thick it is here, how thin it is here compared to how thick it is here. So the wall is diminishing. So I would expect this wall to probably disappear in the next, I don't know, maybe 24 to maybe 36 hours. I think that's where the whale will get filled up with his or her minnows, sell minnows, and then disappear and come back later on and sell the top, probably in the upper 40s. I love this whale. It's pretty cool. Anyways, let's go back to where we are at here, right here. So if you look at, so thanks to that whale, the price has been propping up. But remember, long-term Bitcoin or high-quality cryptos will go up. So you're right to be longing on these coins. Like a year, 2 years, 5 years from now, maybe 2 years. we could go for a long time, for a couple of years, maybe 2 years in this bearish market. But in the long term, 5 years, 10 years, you're right to long Bitcoin and crypto, high quality crypto. So in the meantime, in the last 7 days, we have had 5 of the last 7 daily candles being bearish. The red candles here dropping down. And it's breaking multiple resistance. It broke the resistance here. Well, we got the 46K resistance here, broke that. It broke the 44.5K resistance here. Support here. Broke the bull market support band, the grayish band here, broke that. It broke the middle basis Bollinger Band here. And then it broke the 50-day moving average here. And then now it's crushing the bottom of the Bollinger Band and heading toward the ascending triangle support. This triangle support has support major bottoms here. So it's heading toward it. Oh, wow. It dropped below 40. I tweeted out that Bitcoin would probably break below 40 in the next, 24 to something hours, 36 hours or 48 hours, and it's already broken down below. This critical level right here is huge. This ascending triangle support, that's huge. If it break, and currently if it's 39.8, was that 39.5? 39.5 is if this candle wicks down. 39.5 is critical level right here. If it breaks that, it'll test this next level at this reddish line here, which is the highest volume traded price level in this range, going back to February the 16th. But it probably go back further. But so it'll test those two, and then failing that, it'll go test the 37.5K support, this green line here. So if it breaks those, yeah, it could go lower. But I would suspect it's going to be choppy right where it's at right now. We'll take a look at an update, a heat map and see if the Bitfinex whale is still there. So down below we have volume here. Volume is above the moving average, the current daily candle, and that strong volume with the declining price says that there's a lot of sell pressure there, and that's a 3-day increase in volume. Yesterday was an increase, and that was a bearish candle too. So On the white J line of the KDJ, it continued to move sideways. You can see here at the bottom range of the KDJ. The bottom range starts at 20, and it's currently at, well, it was at negative 36.5. Right now it's negative 11.5. I did this chart an hour ago. So I gave that a crab and a bear because it's into the lower range. Typically, that means it's going to curve up and go up. But what it can do is it'll just do waves, and price can continue to drop even though it's in the lower range. But if you look back here, it only remains in the low range for some time before it starts going up again. And you can see that, you see how it ranges and then pops up. But it may not happen here yet, and I'll tell you why below. The white MACD line continues to descend below the red line. Here's the white line. Here's the red line. It's below the red line, and it was at negative 38. It's currently at negative 76 after the last hour, and prints the seventh seventh consecutive bearish histogram bar. And notice how the bar is increasing in height. And that's because the distance between the two lines is growing. And that's very bearish. So let's take a look at the RSI. RSI, CVD, and MOM, momentum indicator, continue to trend down since their highs on March 27th, 29th. March 27th, 29th is around this area. And you notice the average trend, it's just tanking on all three of them. And when all three move together down, that's very strong. It's a very strong signal combined with the KDJ. Now, in the current 24-hour period, you notice how they're all flipping downward. That's very bearish. You combine that with the MACD, that's even stronger bearish. And you combine that with the KDJ not going back up but trending sideways. That's showing that we're going to have more bearish pressure coming down. And so if you look at the numbers, and this was an hour ago, RSI was at 37.88. It's now 36.36. The blue CVD line, cumulative volume delta, slid to 1.81 million, and it's currently roughly 1.81 still. Got a bear there. The white MOM continued to trend down here, and it was at negative 5,874. It's now negative 6,379. So it's trended down in the last hour. So that's bearish too. So a lot of bear indicators here. I gave it a crab because I think it's going to crab in this range, but I gave it also a bear because there's bearish pressure going down. The fact that it's at the bottom of the Bollinger Band could mean a couple of things. It could continue to push the bottom of the Bollinger Band further, opening the Bollinger Band into like a mouth like this. It can open it like this, and the bottom basis, the bottom line of the Bollinger Band can just open wider. Or this could be a sign that it's oversold, and then it starts to go sideways before it bounces back up. But considering that these other signals are showing bearish tendencies, more than likely the Bollinger Band will open wider and it will retest this higher lows ascending triangle support here. So that's my summary right there. More than likely it will chop between 40 and 41K as long as the Bitfinex whale is there and it sticks around. But let me check and see if it's there. Show you. See if, oh, Bitfinex is gone. That's why we dropped. Bitfinex whale is gone. So you see that right here. Yeah, it's the whale is gone and price dropped further. Nothing's propping it up. So without the Bitfinex whale, and you can see the aggressive sell here on the CVD for this heat map. You see this red line trending down. That is very aggressive sell. Market sells. So, yep. Well, let's see if the whale will stay away. But that's good to know. So, I'll go through max pains here. Max pain for the 12, 42, 13, 41, 15th is 44, 22nd is 44, 29th is 42. So we're looking at, for the rest of this month, between 42 and 44, it looks like. And I mentioned that there's a strong possibility that BTC could break below 40 in the next 24 to 48 hours. So there it is. It already broke below. Wow. Pretty cool, huh? All right. Let's take a look at, here are the charts to show you, to confirm the max pain prices. 42, 41, this is 44, and 44 here. So, wait a minute. That's weird. I didn't see a 41 back here. Oh yeah, there's a 41 there. Okay. And I'm gonna continue to add. I used to show this, but I stopped showing it because this was so much work to get all these stuff. But I'm gonna put this back in the analysis because it'll help you understand volume here and open interest. So when we look at the different days of expirations between volume and open interest, volume is contracts that have been, these are options contracts. Volume describe contracts that have been traded already, and open interest are contracts that have been are still open, okay, pending. They're not closed yet. So when we look at the volume for specific dates and open interest, the 2015th is high volume but low open interest. So what that means is for the date of the 15th, some of these options contracts have closed already, shown right here. But you can see they're low over here on the open interest, not a lot of pending ones. But on the 29th, we have high volume contracts that have been closed already, and also contract high, decent amount of open contracts that are still pending. So those 2 days are the ones that you might want to pay attention to for max pain. More than likely they'll come close, if not right on those max pain prices. And we already saw this Bitfinex whale, which has disappeared. And here's the current, an hour ago, heat map showing sell walls on top. We have one at 50 here and buy walls on the bottom. Notice the 39K wall and the 38K wall coming in warmer here. They're building up, expecting price to drop down. So we got some demand down here. And the 35K, 32K, 30K, 25K, 20K are still there. So and as for the liquidation levels, this is for 25x to 100x high leverage liquidation levels. We have short levels up here, long levels down here. As you can see, a lot of short levels. I think 70 to 11. And the open interest, the amount of money that's up here minus the amount of money subtract down here, you get this. And that's roughly $4.5 billion on Binance. And sooner or later, though, we're going to get a short liquidation as this builds up. That's a matter of time. So look for the, layer in and then expect price to bounce back up as some smart money or whales take the counter position to go long and influence the spot market price to go up and to liquidate the shorts here. And that's pretty much it. I appreciate your time. I hope you found this video helpful. Feel free to smash the like if you did, and ring my bell if you haven't subscribed yet, and share your thoughts in the comments section. And then share my content with your friends and families and loved ones. All right. I have one more video for today, and that's Matic Monday, and I look forward to doing that. So I'll see you in that video. Peace.